Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, depending on where you are and what time it is. It's James from JVC Paints. I hope everyone's doing well out there. So today's a painting update for me. So I'm just going to show you all the stuff I've been doing recently for a bunch of different games. And then a bit of a waffle at the end, maybe about how I'm doing. So first up here, I have the Warlord Games. This is a Waffen SS Light Howitzer, crew of 3. In the game, if I play them regularly, it'd be 50 points. But let's just go through this real quick, what I've got here. So we've got this guy here with the binoculars. He's pretty cool. I painted this guy before. This is probably the second or third time I've had to paint that figure. But I went with the P-Dot smock and the helmet cover. I did the fall and the spring on him. We'll move him out of the way. Just move him, and we'll take a look at the gun here. So here's the gun. We got a guy sitting on the gun here. And with the base work and everything like that, I tried to cover up some mistakes. But again, this guy has the P-Dot. It got kind of rough here. I don't know what happened. I don't know if I got sand on that when I was priming it. Something happened, but anyways, I'm glad it's there and not like, you know, in his face or anything like that. But yeah, just this guy here. So he's sitting there. He's doing okay. And then finally, we've got the final guy over here. I'm going to switch hands here with the camera. And yeah, he's holding the shell. So yeah, 50 points. These guys, I painted this guy's head. I mean, his head is pretty ubiquitous, I think, in any army for the Germans. But yeah, went for the camo to do the P-Dot. I seem to be better. I feel I'm better with the autumn version rather than the spring version. But yeah, these guys. Oh, that's where all the bad cam work. So these guys are a part of a new project. Pardon me, I'm doing, and I just put the order in the other day. With the Battle for Budapest book coming out, I did a little bit of research, and I had a couple books that I got at Christmas, so I thought, oh, okay, you know, I hadn't bought the Waffen SS set yet, so I thought I'd do that, and I got this, and I've got some other vehicles and stuff, some Tamiya vehicles that I've made up. So I'm trying to do a small sort of 1,000 point Lebensstandard force for the Battle of Budapest. See how that goes. I don't even know what's in that book. You know, they might suck. You know, who knows? I don't know. Whatever. I'm going to be painting, and you're going to see it, hopefully. All right, next to him, another bolt action figure. This one's a little bit iconic. Everyone has seen it, but I've never actually seen anybody play it. This is the Propaganda Company guy, and he's actually really cool. And the rules, I found the rules for this guy, and I think he's 30 points. It gives you an extra dice. But what they do is that any failed order test, with the exception of a break test, if your unit is in view of the cameraman, they get to take it again. Now, what's really interesting, though, about this guy is that, so say, for example, I'm playing against, you know, an opponent, and he's, you know, British, okay? We'll just say for sake of argument, he's, you know, the opponent. And they can see him, too. They don't want to look bad on the movie screen, even in Germany or, you know, in occupied Europe. So they even get the re-roll. So I thought, oh, that's kind of a cool little, you know, dynamic. You know, you could have this guy because you're trying to hide him, so he's only getting shots of you, but at the same time he wants to get shots of the enemy, you know, to make it exciting. So I just thought that was a kind of a cool little thing, and he was a great little figure. I picked this up. Someone gave this to me, actually. I think when I was in Europe, they just like handed me, and they're like, here, have this guy. I'm like, oh, okay, great, thanks. So I was gonna go and try to do like the little thing on the side of the camera like in Raiders of the Lost Ark, but then I realized that, you know, my eyes aren't up for it. I mean, that's so small. I mean, that would be, you know, impossible to do, so I just figured I'll forget it. So that's this guy. Next to him, we'll bring in the next guy here, and we'll move him out. This is a little waiter guy. I don't know. I have no idea where he came from. The base is a GW base. I can tell you that much. I've decided to put him outside, so he's serving, you know, a bottle of wine outside. But yeah, he's just a little waiter guy. I think he might add a little bit to a game here and there as just some sort of scenery. That's his back there, and so I just thought, yeah, it was kind of interesting to do, you know, just something out of the ordinary for me. But yeah, he sort of fits in the time period and everything like that. He was a nice little fun figure to do. And ooh, there's my finger. Let's get him out of the way, and we'll put in the next guy. This is the guy I'm really interested in to show you guys. So this is the Stosie's Heroes. You know, I've got the Stosie Hero thing here. And here's who it is. He is British Army Lieutenant John Steele Jock Lewis. So he was one of the founders of the SAS. This was a fantastic figure. There was absolutely no flash. It was absolutely flawless. absolutely flawless. You did have to glue in the Tommy gun here, and it is kind of, that Tommy gun's pretty huge compared to all the other bolt action sort of weaponry. But he's got the leather jerkin on, and I don't want to get my hand. You don't want to look at my hand. So what I've decided to do is make him a member of the Calgary Highlanders, which is my Commonwealth force, sort of. He was a lot of fun to do. I'm going to try and take a better photo of this guy later and put it on the Stozie's page on Facebook. So that's what I've been doing for Bolt Action, for World War II, and I've got some other stuff I want to show you for some other games. Hang in there. First up, I've got the Continental Infantry, pardon me, from Warlord Games. I think it's made by War Games Factory. These are kind of the figures that you're going to see anybody playing muskets and tomahawks or sharps practice or things like that. These seem to be the figures that everyone's using. They're okay. Okay, my honest critique is that they're okay. They look really nice. They're really good sculpts and everything like that. They don't have the range of sort of options that I'm kind of used to, I guess, doing a lot of the other plastics by like Warlord Games or even the GW stuff from before. So you're kind of stuck with these poses. That said, the figures are really nice. And I've decided to do the Massachusetts 2nd Regiment. The only thing that I've kind of done a little bit differently is that you can maybe see the guy, here these guys on these two here, that gave them sort of more of a creamy colored pants. Rather than those sort of off-white sort of pants that these guys would have. But yeah, it's like Napoleonics. It's, you know, you think they're blue, but they're not. They're actually white, and that can be a little bit tedious at times. I slogged through these. I don't know if it shows, but it took me a while to get through them. Next up, pardon me, long time no see for these guys. Empire of the Dead. This is the second guy, so that gang is now officially a quarter finished. That project's 25% done. Like the other guy I'd done a few months ago, I used non-metal metal on the weapons. But he's a fun little figure to do, of course, and I'm looking forward to painting the other ones as well. Basically, I'm just following it exactly as they're, you know, the guide. I'm just basically copying it like a coloring book. But he's pretty interesting. I don't know which one I'm going to do next. I don't really know. I've got other stuff, pardon me, on my bench. Pardon me. So I don't know if or when another one of these guys is going to make it. Next to him, this is kind of something weird. This was like a total impulse buy. The last time I ordered from Warlord, I saw that they had some native Indians, Plains Indians, for I guess it would be black powder. Anyway, so I was like, Comanche, you know, this is a bit Geronimo. And I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. And then I saw that they had zombie Indians. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll do these ones. I do have my eye on doing some Plains Indians, like the Blackfoot or the Cree or something like that, maybe the Sioux. But at present, I'm getting sucked back into World War II now that the club met up and everything like that, and things have kind of calmed down. So that's what I've been up to for my painting. As for my other issue, what can I say? Other than my eye is getting better. And I've got treatment starting on Tuesday, and unfortunately they're going to be sticking a needle into my eye, which is pretty daunting to say the least. But the medicine they got me on has really hindered my painting time and my output. I'm kind of at 50% of what I usually would be doing, because one of the eye drops basically expands your pupil like you're getting no life. Like if you were in a dark cave, you know, your pupil would be this size. So what that's done is it's kind of made focusing on anything really, really difficult, and my 3D perception is absolutely, you know, atrocious right now. And driving's a bit of a pain. Driving's horrible to begin with in this country. Everyone's a Mr. Magoo, and now I'm a Mr. Magoo too, which kind of sucks. But basically, so yeah, it's almost like you're on drugs, but you're not high. If that makes any sense, like you can't read anything. It's like trying to read in a dream, where all you're just like you have like instant dyslexia, or you know, kind of thing. It's just very, very bizarre. And work-wise and hobby-wise, I mean, I can't read anything. I can barely use a computer for more than 20 minutes before, you know, I figure, you know, my eye's gonna fall out of my head or something like that. So hopefully, you know, it is getting better, which is great because I really want to get back to painting. So I hope I didn't make any of you guys seasick with this left to right panning. But anyways, guys, you guys have a great one. We'll talk to you later. I've got a battle report in the pipeline, and I'll get that out. And then I do have a lot of stuff on the desk that I do want to show you. So, and I got the project coming up for the Battle of Hungary. So, all right, guys, you guys take it easy and have a good one. Bye-bye.